Hello students, so today I will start a new topic, somatoform disorder. The somatoform disorder are characterized by repeated presentation with physical symptoms which do not have any adequate physical basis and are not explained by the presence of other psychiatric disorder, and a persistent request for investigation and treatment despite repeated assurance by the treating doctors. According to ICD-10, the somatoform disorder are divided into following categories. These are somatization disorder, hypochondriasis, somatoform autonomic dysfunction, persistent somatoform pain disorder, and other somatoform disorder. So these are the types of somatoform disorder. So first I am coming to the first classification, somatization disorder. Somatization disorder is characterized by multiple symptomatic symptom in the absence of any physical disorder. Means physical disorder is not present, but the person is presenting multiple physical disorder or multiple physical symptoms. The symptoms are recurrent and chronic for many years duration. Usually at least 2 years duration is needed for diagnosis. The symptoms are vague, presented in a dramatic manner. Means the patient totally dramatize the particular symptom and involve multiple organ systems. The common symptom include gastrointestinal, like I am feeling abdominal pain, I am feeling nausea, vomiting and regurgitation, like that. Abnormal skin sensation means the patient tell that I am feeling itching, tingling, burning, and sometimes of menstrual complaints also. The person tell about menorrhagia, dysmenorrhea and dyspareunia. Okay. There is frequent change of treating physician, means the person frequently change his or her physician and blame on the physician that the physician cannot diagnose his or her problem. But there is a dramatization of the physical symptom. Some degree of impairment of social and family functioning attributable to the nature of the symptoms and resulting behavior. Presence of conversion symptom is common. So this disorder usually begins in second or third decade of life, is much more common in females. Means this somatization disorder we usually find in female person. Histrionic personality trait or disorder may also be present. Next, coming to the treatment aspect. The treatment aspect is same as the other disease also previously discussed, like supportive psychotherapy, behavior modification, relaxation therapy and drug therapy. In drug therapy, where antidepressant and benzodiazepines can be given on a short-term basis for associated depression and or anxiety. Benzodiazepines should be used with great caution as the risk of dependence and misuse is high in this patient. Okay. So next, coming to the second classification of somatoform disorder is hypochondriasis or hypochondriacal disorder. So hypochondriasis is defined as a persistent preoccupation with a fear of having one or more serious disease based on person's own interpretation of normal body function or a minor physical abnormality. Means the person itself thinks that I have some types of chronic disease I have, and it is only in his or her thinking, it is not in real, but the person and the patient think that I have a chronic type of disease on its own. The other important features of hypochondriasis are the fear or belief persists despite assurance to the contrary by showing normal reports to the patient. The fear or belief is not a delusion. The patient may agree regarding the possibility of his exaggerating the graveness of situation at that time. So the person will give you some authentic reason for that. That he or she may tell that I have that risk factor, for that reason I can get this type of disease, like that. So the normal person cannot diagnose also that the person in delusion is telling like this type of things or that. So by physical examination and investigation also, this type of disorder we cannot diagnose. A preoccupation with medical term and syndrome is quite common. Here also etiology means the causative factor is major depression, and the post effect of major depression also we can see this hypochondriasis or hypochondriacal disorder in a patient, and the treatment are same as supportive psychotherapy. And secondly, the treatment of associated or underlying depression or anxiety if present. If depression present, then we will provide the anti-anxiety or antidepressant treatment, and if depression is not present, that time we will provide the supportive psychotherapy to the patient. So please follow my next class today up to this. Thank you.